I received an interesting item from GVDA, digital clamp meter. So a useful thing to have because we can measure the currents without disconnecting the cables. So useful thing in many situations. And also we can measure higher currents than with a classic multimeters because of the wireless measurement. So useful thing to have, and also it can work as a multimeter. So we can use this item in many situations. So I'm glad that I received it. But let's open it, see how the device looks like, what I've received, and let's test it if it works. We receive nice etui inside for carrying the meter. Useful thing. Here is a user manual. This is a AC and DC. This is an important feature because many clamp meters are only for AC, but with this one we can also measure the DC currents. For example, if you are using a battery or you have energy storage, you can measure the current that is going from or into the battery using this meter. So it's an important feature that we can also measure DC currents, not only AC. We have a screwdriver. Here we have a temperature probe, so we can use it also to measure temperature. Here are the probes for measuring the voltage, resistance, and other things with these pointy ends. And main device with a screen. Here you have a wheel to switch modes. We have power off. We have current up to 1200 amps. Here we have 60 or 600 amps. Voltage, diode test for capacitors, resistance, temperature, frequency. This H I have to check, what is it? And NCV is also checked in the manual. And we have 5 buttons, so quite simple interface. And we can also measure rush currents. So it is also a good feature because not always we want to see what's the current at this moment. Sometimes for a motor or something we want to see what the rush current was. Higher at the beginning current that appeared, it helps us to measure it. At the bottom we have 2 ports for the probes. Category 3, 1000 volts, maximum 1200 amps. NCV, I think it is to wirelessly detect if there is voltage in the cable. Here you have minus and plus and a flashlight and button to open the clamp. And here is a place for battery, 1.5 volts times 3. Let's open it. AAA batteries 3 times. It is working, but let's see the manual. Here is the content. Important information that we need a single cable to measure the currents. Especially we cannot measure neutral and live at the same time. We need only one cable. We have low input impedance voltage measurements and high input impedance voltage measurements. And in low input impedance, time cannot exceed 1 minute. So important safety thing. Accuracy specification. And here this H is inductance measurement. And this NCV is live detection. So it has many useful functions, but let's just test it if it works at all. Let's start with AC current. I have some heater and I have from other video my test device that I have single cables available right here. Let's turn on amperes. Let's switch to AC. AC is turned on. Let's put it on single cable. I put single cable through it. It would be better to put the cable in the middle of the clamp, but this cable is too short, but it still should work. And one more thing, let's set second meter for comparison, 0 amps. Right now we have here we have 0.03 amps. Let's turn on the heater. 1.75, 1.64, and let's set higher power. 3.48, 3.33. So it is working. The results on 2 meters are not exactly the same, but the other meter is not some professional meter, so it doesn't show exact values. And this meter isn't placed optimally. It would be better if the cable would be in the middle of the clamp, but the results were quite close, so it is working. And let's also test the DC current. I have a LED lamp to test how much current will go to it. 12 volts. Let's switch the lamp to DC mode and let's put it on one cable, and let's compare the results on this power supply and this meter. What will they show? Lamp is shining. Here we have 0.778 amps and here minus 0.7 amps. If I would rotate the clamp, now we have positive current, and this side it is negative. So we can also see in what direction is the current going. And here we can see 0.83, 0.808, so quite close values. Let's connect the probes and let's switch the meter to voltage and DC, and let's measure voltage from this power supply. 0 volts, 11.97. It should be 12.00, but there is some voltage lost on the cables, so it can be 11.97 on the output. Let's switch the voltage to some different value. 15 volts, 14.97, 18.5, 18.46. Let's switch to some low voltage like 3 volts, 3.003, 3.001. Let's go even lower, 1 volt, 0.998. And let's go even lower to half the volt, 0.496. And let's go even lower, 0.1 volt, 0.094. Let's try even lower. Let's go 0.05 volts, 0.052. And let's go to the lowest value I can, 0.01 volt, and it stays at 0.052. So it cannot go lower. Let's go higher, 0.7, we have 0.64. Let's go 0.1, 0.09496. So the probes also are working correctly. We can measure the voltage or any other value that we want to. This is a multimeter. It has many functions that are useful in many situations. And I have to check one more thing. How do we turn on the flashlight? In the manual we have functions and we have the 5 buttons on the front, what each of them do. But there is a 6th button, data hold flashlight key, and I have to find where this button is on this multimeter. Right here is the 6th button. So let's hold this button and we have a flashlight. And we can also use it to hold the data. So we can freeze the data on the screen. So there is one more button that I've missed. It is hidden right here on the side. So a good device and quite cheap. It is not a super expensive professional measuring device. It's from AliExpress. But for its price, it's quite good and useful in many situations. Its quality is quite good and it has many functions. So I can recommend it, and for sure I will use this meter in the future in my other projects. And that's all for today. Like, subscribe and be nice.